welcome. Congratulations. We'll hear from Coach Johnson, an opening statement, and then questions for the players if you have them. Go ahead, Mark.
Obviously, we're very pleased with the outcome of the game. I thought we played in a lot of areas very well and did the things necessary to, keep them off the scoreboard. And as I told the team a few minutes ago, they earned it. They played hard yesterday, found a way to win a game, late in the third period last night, and then they came back and competed at a real high level from the drop of the opening puck. And I'm happy for them. I mean, you watch them celebrate. They commit themselves. It's a long, grinding season, and anytime you get an opportunity to play for a trophy and then win it, it's special. So they're going to have some memories that they'll be able to take away from this season, and it'll put a smile on their face. So very happy with the way we played, and certainly happy that we're taking the trophy back to Madison.
Questions for Annie and Britta?
Annie, what was the feeling like after scoring that empty netter and knowing that you kind of got the game in the bag right there?
Yeah, I mean, with a team like Minnesota, they like to lay the pressure on, and when they get buzzing, especially late in the game, that desperation is dangerous. And so for us, if we can put a puck in like that, it really takes the wind out of their sails and boosts us up a little bit. So yeah, it felt really good to get that final goal.
What does that mean to you as a senior? This could have been your last game.
Yeah, I mean, it's an awesome opportunity to play for a championship, and especially in an arena like this. And yeah, it was just a great experience. We had so many Badger fans out there, and we're really grateful for that.
And what did it feel like, to create the LeBron Arena atmosphere inside Ritter?
Yeah, I mean, that's definitely special, and credit to all of our fans who drove from Madison. It just, and our band too, they make it feel like home, and they are really our sixth player on the ice.
Britta, a key moment, obviously, your goal in a low-scoring game. Can you talk about how that play unfolded and what you saw?
There was some type of turnover in the neutral zone, and I think I just chipped the puck by one of their D and had a 2-on-1, and I think it was Sophie Shirley was driving the net hard, which kind of took the goalie's attention a little bit, so it made room for me to slide under her glove, which I think it was a good boost for our team.
How many games has your line now been together, and do you feel like you're really starting to click at a higher level than you were before that?
Maybe like 3/4 the season, maybe a little less than that, but I think from the start we've just worked well together. They're two great players. I think anyone with them would work well, but no, they're unbelievable players, and it's been really fun for me.
Annie, a couple weeks ago was disappointing, right? Like not getting that regular season title, and you said after the games last weekend, like there's no better motivation heading into this weekend. It was almost a boon to have those two games last weekend and give you guys the momentum. It's kind of highest highs, lowest lows. How have you guys sort of dealt with that, and where are you feeling now?
Yeah, I mean, this team has definitely seen both ends of that, and I think for us that middle ground is really important. But as, like I said, it hurts to lose that, and then we got the greatest motivation, and you saw it yesterday. We found a way to win, and then today as well. It boosted our character and our confidence a little bit moving forward, and we couldn't ask for a better setup to go into the NCAAs.
Annie, I think you and Emily are the first people to win this tourney all 4 of your years. Did you talk all about that coming into today?
No, I mean, that's not something that you pay attention to, but it's certainly special. I mean, we got a hug at the end of there, and she goes 4 for 4, and it takes you a minute to realize that, yeah, it's been 4. But no, it's been special, especially the ones that we get a win here. I mean, it's a hard atmosphere to play in, and to come away with the trophy is really special.
Britta, did you notice a change in the Gophers after that first goal, or the goal that they scored?
Yeah, I think obviously when they get a goal like that, it would be easy for us to kind of sit back on our heels, but I thought our team did a really good job of responding, and I think we gave them one heck of a game in the third, and we really pushed back, so a credit to our whole team. I think we responded really well.
Compared to the 4 regular season games against Minnesota, did it feel like, in the first couple of periods in particular, you were just a little bit faster than they were?
I thought I was pretty confident with our team. I don't think at any point during the game we were talking about, I don't think we were scared. We were pretty confident in ourselves, and I thought we did a really good job winning battles, winning races. So we seemed like we were playing a good game today.
else for the student athletes?
So are you looking forward to possibly playing them again?
It's playoff hockey, so any team you're going to face down the stretch is going to give you a great game. So yeah, we're looking forward to it.
As AJ suggests, are there any more questions for the student athlete? He has a bus to catch, you know. Thank you, ladies. Good luck next week. Questions for Mark?
Mark, I would think that first period is pretty much what you'd like as a coach. If you could get 3 of those, you'd be happy. What did you think about the way your team opened?
I thought the first period was good. My first goal was, and I told the team we need to get to the first TV timeout, either even or ahead. And I thought the initial start of the game was good. And then there were some areas that we just needed to clean up, to play a real good first period. But obviously, when you score a goal, it creates excitement, puts the other team on their heels for a little bit. But I thought for the first 2 periods we were good. We did a lot of things that we needed to do in this atmosphere and this type of game. I was impressed with our compete level. I thought our energy was pretty good after playing a challenging game last night. So I was really happy at the end of 2. I thought we could have been up by a couple more goals at the end of 2 periods with the chances that we had in the second period. But the game was started was good, and you want, like I say, you want to get by that first TV timeout and let the game sort of settle in and get a feel of what it's going to be like the remainder of the 15 minutes. And I thought we handled it pretty well.
Yesterday you were talking about Caitlin and her line and how you really noticed them, and today to have her score that first goal, how did she impact the team?
I think both games against St. Cloud, she played extremely well. She scored, had an assist in our Saturday game down in Madison, and with her speed and the way that Shaver and Norby are able to skate, when they're playing at a high level, they're tough to contain. They're all 3 very fast, and when they're attacking the puck and making plays with it, they become a challenge. And so, they played well last weekend. They played well yesterday, and for her to score a goal to start the game was huge. I mean, it just it injects us with confidence as the game continues from that point on.
Mark, maybe the quote of the year was up in Duluth when you said we look good in red.
And we do. Wagers are good. It comes down to, again, it's about effort, winning 50-50 battles and really competing at a high level. You know what you're going to get, when we play Minnesota. I knew it was going to be a good game. You knew it was going to be generally, in most of the games, it's going to be tight. A bunch of them have gone into overtimes, and really comes down to, one team making a play and one more play than the other team makes. And, we were able to, like I say, for, the 60 minutes yesterday and again for the 60 minutes today, there were parts in the third period that we were bending a little bit, and, we had to kill a penalty late in the third period. But, we did the things necessary to win a championship game. When you needed a big block, you got it. Curl comes out, makes a block. When you needed a big save, Soupy made a save for us, and we needed a big play. We got it from somebody, and when Annie put in the empty net, just a real happy feeling for you as a coach because your players are going to get a chance to celebrate.
When your games against Minnesota, not counting the first goal necessarily, but how you played in the first period, has the winning team had maybe an edge in the first period that got them off to a good start?
No, I mean, the regular season games are one thing. I think as you get into our playoffs and NCAA games, it's just different. It's no different than you watch an NHL regular season game, and then all of a sudden the playoffs and this play, and it all looks a little bit different. It's a little more exciting. It's fun to watch, and that's sort of like today. It's nice to see a good crowd out there. You got Gopher fans, you got Badger fans. Each team's got their own band. It's just a good atmosphere. We were talking with Jackie and Dan. It's like, boy, would this be a fun game to play in? And the next best thing is to get to coach in it. So I know the players were excited on both benches, and they ended up seeing a pretty good hockey game by 2 pretty good teams.
Mark, you've done this a long time. When you have a game like yesterday, you're playing a late game and it's an exciting finish. How do you go about getting your players to calm down, relax, and get to sleep so that they're ready to play today?
I think it's all part of the process. You know, what do you do all year? You know, because you're in similar situations, you're on the road, you know, you've played well the first night, you got to come back the second night. Our league's very competitive. You know, if you don't play well, you're not going to win. We've seen that all year long. And so it's this process that we have and these habits that we have, and you just continue to, you know, ingrain them. And then, you know, last night we're doing the same things that we did, you know, in October when we were up there playing against Minnesota. We're down in Ohio State to start the second half. We're doing the same things that we do that we think help us prepare for the next game. So the difference is that you're playing for a trophy today. So from a coaching standpoint, you know they're going to be excited to come in here, and you just have to maintain that energy and, like I say, get to that first TV timeout.
You saw Syracuse to start the year. If you do get them again, can you take anything away from that series, or do you just say it's ancient history and they're a different team now?
Oh, they'll be a different team. You know, I don't know if we caught them at a good time or we were playing well, but, you know, there's probably a couple things you can take away them. I mean, if we end up, you know, facing them, you know, they'll be comfortable coming into our building. They'll already have played there, so that won't be an issue for them. But as you well know, this time of year when they get down to 8 teams, everything's open. And everything's open when we start up next weekend. We'll find out in a few hours who we're going to play, and then we'll prepare for that team.
Any more for Mark? Thank you, sir. Good luck
Thanks for
next week.
coming.